What's good, y'all? You already know what day it is. It's Sumi Sunday, and I don't know if y'all let me know what y'all think about the white shirts, the off-white shirts we got. But anyways, for today, I wanted to kind of speak on more about what I was talking about on Friday, which was appreciating those around you. And life is short, and life is not promised the next day, or it's not promised tomorrow. So appreciating those around you, and just letting people know you care about them, you're thinking about them, and that you care about their well-being. And like I was saying too, I didn't really get to speak on it, but the fact that, like, you could fall out with somebody, and then next thing you know, they're not here the next day. So to think about that, because so you hear people say that sometimes. My last words was this person, like, I don't hate you, or don't talk to me, or something like that. And those are your last words to that person, and you might really care about that person. That might be your mom, your dad, your brother, your wife, girlfriend, whatever, cousin. And those are the last words you said to that person. Y'all fell out over something that happened. And most of the time, half the time, we fall over petty stuff. It's nothing that serious. And so we falling out with people. We um losing our connection with people. And then the other thing is, like, you could be close to somebody as a kid, and you're like, man, I haven't seen them in 10, 20 years. I haven't talked to them in 10, 20 years. And next thing you know, they done passed away, or something happened, they sick, they got some type of illness, and all kind of different stuff like that. And we gotta just realize, like, man, life is not promised the next day. So we gotta appreciate those people now while we can. And like they always say, give people their flowers so they can still smell them, because you just don't know. And so that's, me personally, that's what I definitely was trying to do before COVID. I would literally try to, spend as much time as I could with my family and friends and stuff like that. And COVID makes it a little more harder, but just making that time, reaching out to people, telling them you care about them, telling them you're thinking about them, and letting them know you care, because, man, that's important, because you don't know when the last time you're gonna get to do that. And like I was saying too, is this today could be our last day. We don't even know. This could be our last day. Hopefully it's not, but it could be. I mean, who really expected DMX to pass away like that fast? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just unexpected. And whenever someone dies, especially at a young age, it throws people off, because it's like, wow, how much longer do I have to live? How much more life do I have to give to this world? And so I just want to just kind of speak on that, and just say, man, appreciate those people, man. And people be like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of staying to myself right now. I'm staying in the cut. I ain't really talking to nobody. I ain't really trying to deal with nobody. I ain't trying to, be bothered right now. And it's like, yeah, I get what you mean, but at the same time, it's like, that during that downtime, are you staying to yourself, or being off to your cut, or if you move away for some years and stuff like that, and you cut ties with people, then the next thing you know, that person, you might not get to reconnect with that person. You can't tell that person how you doing, what's going on, because they may not be here. So you got to always, of course, focus on yourself and do what you can do for yourself, but also reflect on, hey man, I need to make time for my family, because at the end of the day, like, I remember someone saying, was like, for example, if you in this investing, or you working, or whatever you gonna do, you gonna take time off your job. You hear your mother in the hospital, your father in the hospital, your wife, or whatever. If you hear someone important to you in the hospital, work doesn't matter at that point. You gonna take off work and do what you can to go see your family. And so we have to sometimes think like, hey, maybe I need to work less, cut back a little less on working, cut back my hours, maybe spend a little less time doing this or that, and spend a little bit more time with my family, because you don't know how much time left you got with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. So just appreciate people, and just realize, hey man, all our time is borrowed, and we need to appreciate all the time we got with this person that we can use, because we just don't know how much time we got left. And that's all I want to say, man. It's all love out here, man. Y'all be great, man. I want to see all y'all be great. I want to see all y'all be healthy, successful. I want to see y'all prosper, and appreciate those around you, man. And like I said, it's all love on my end. I want to see y'all be great. It's all love. I want to do whatever I can to help y'all be great, succeed, and just sometimes it's more than just thinking about, because the thing is, everybody always talking about, yeah, I'm trying to get this money, I'm trying to get the bag, and it's like, sometimes you guys take a step back, like, how much is money worth? How valuable is it? Because in general, money's not worth anything if you don't got good health, and you don't got a good foundation, and nobody with you. If you become successful, but you have no one with you to enjoy that success, what are you gonna feel fulfilled? Are you gonna be happy? Because how are you gonna be happy if there's no one there to like enjoy it with? You know what I mean? Like, who are you enjoying it with? What are you enjoying out of this being alone? What are you enjoying out of being alone? You know. And so just think about that. You know, just like who do you want? Like, if you do become successful, who do you want on that journey with you? Who do you want to see? You know, there with you when you succeed. So if you want those people with you, you gotta think about, hey man, let me check on them now. Let me make sure they good now. Let me help them now. Let me do what I can to be around my people and just, enjoy the company of those who care about me. So man, just appreciate those around you and just try to spend more time. Even if you can't spend time, just send a text. Maybe call them, check on them, do something to kind of just let people know you're thinking about them and that they're important to you, and just try to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones and family because, like I said, man, you just, in the words of Kanye, man, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And so, I don't even know if Kanye originated that, if he got that from somebody. But either way, that's a saying that, that kind of stands close to me because I always think about that. It's like, tomorrow's not promised. So it's like, you just don't know. So, man, y'all be great. It's all love. Y'all stay safe out here, man. Just stay safe, too, man. Y'all stay safe, be great, and check on those that you love. And, check up on in the words of Royce, the 5'9", check up on your strong friends. Nobody ever checks up on their strong friends. And so, even those people is strong and you think good, check up on them because they might not be all right. They might have stuff going on. Because every once in a while, you can check up on somebody you think is the strongest person in the world. And when you say, hey, man, what's going on? It seems like something bothering you. They might let it out and say, hey, man, this is what's been going on. This is, this was been bothering me. And I've learned that a few times checking on people. Like, we'll talk about something. I'm like, how's life? That's my thing. When I see people, when I see my friends, when I see family, my first question usually is, how's life? How are you doing? How's your family doing? How you doing? Forget all this talking about basketball, sports, money. We could talk about that too, but I want to see how you doing. What's your well-being? Because I care about you at the end of the day. All this other stuff cool, but how are you doing? How's your health? How's your mental? How's your physical? What's going on with you? And that's my approach, and I've been reflecting on that as the older I get. It's like, people are what matters to me. Like, all this other stuff cool, but I care about people and their well-being and them being great, and just being there, being strong, like I said, mentally, and and stuff like that. So just I just care, man. I just care about people's well-being, man. I just want to see everyone be well and be happy and be prosperous, and I wish all of y'all that, and that's all I can hope for. But yeah, man, just check on people, see how they doing. Actually, just literally just ask them, how's life, and then a lot of people will just tell you, because I've learned sometimes from my friends, they got more stuff going on than I ever thought they did, but you would never know that unless you checking on them and ask them sometime from time to time, how's life going. So, man, it's all love, man, and y'all be great, and just check on people, man. Check up on your strong friends. That's all I gotta say, man. Y'all be great, man. Life's not promised. Live life to the fullest, man. It was an L7. Live life, loyalty, and live like legends. I think that's how it went. But yeah, L7s. But anyway, y'all be great, man. And like I always say, man, nobody else rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Sue me. Hey, man, it's all love, man. Y'all be great. One love. Oh, it's one more thing I wanted to say, y'all. Is actually try to get to know people and understand where they coming from in life. Because even if you look at someone like DMX and you look at his life and just his music in general, like, you really sit down and listen to his music, like, his music is really dark. Like, it was really dark. He really talked about dealing with, like, depression issues and, like, drug issues and stuff like that. And just, like, the dark side of his life. I mean, his name was literally Dark Man X. I don't think people really process what DMX stood for. It stood for Dark Man X. And it's just, like, thinking about, how much some people go through and we don't process it, or we just like, oh yeah, he had drug problems and stuff like that. I get that, but my thing is, like, do you try to understand that person, and are you trying to help that person? It's one thing to know somebody has stuff going on, but are you doing anything to try to help that person get out of that dark spot in their life, or whatever's going on? If they have a drug problem, if they have depression issues, if they have whatever they have going on, are you trying to do anything to help people and help that person get out of that point in their life to become better, to become stronger, to help themselves become better, stuff like that. And so just think about that stuff too. We always trying to criticize people for stuff they not doing right, but sometimes maybe they need help, and that's why they not doing stuff right, because nobody's helping them, you know. So I'm not saying, damn near kill yourself trying to help somebody, but do what you can to try to, if you could just like reach out to something like, hey man, I was thinking about you today, or how you doing today, or how you feeling, stuff like that. Just checking in on somebody, seeing how they doing, like, hey man, I'm just, I care about you, just stuff like that, letting people know you care about them. That's more, sometimes people just feel like nobody cares, and that's why a lot of times people feel alone, they feel depressed, because they feel like nobody cares about them, and no one's checking on them, and no one cares, about their well-being and stuff like that. So, just think about that sometime. Or sometimes just checking on somebody can make their day. So think about stuff like that, and that's all I wanted to say is, man, just, like I said, check up on your strong friends. Just make sure people good out here, man, because you just don't know, man. And when people got problems and addictions and stuff, try to see what's causing that, and how can you help, instead of like, oh yeah, what's his name? Yeah, he off the shits or whatever, but just stuff like that, man. Just think about it, and help people out if you can, man. If they got something going on, man. And that's the other thing. Don't be like, so somebody got a problem. Don't be out here trying to, make them drink, or come out and drink with you, or make them come out and smoke with you, or, do whatever. If you doing hard drugs, like, don't be trying to bring them along if they have a problem. Like, don't antagonize people if you know that they have stuff going on, and or if you just know like they have a more of an addictive personality, they easily get addicted to stuff. Then don't try to, try to get them to do stuff. They probably might get addicted to it. So just stuff like that. Don't egg people on. Just let them, help them out however you can, and just don't scrutinize people just because they might have a problem, or they have stuff going on, man. They might just need help, and they might need you to help them. Instead of talking about them, they might need your help. Because, next thing you know, they might be gone the next day because you talking about them. That could also be it. You talking about them could just be making stuff worse. And, that's the other thing, is like sometimes our negativity can drag someone down into depression and drug issues, because our negativity is like speaking to their mental. Like, I was talking to my brother the other day, and we was talking about how, sometimes just somebody being negative towards, like, if you a child and your parents are just negative and they always saying negative stuff, when you get older and something goes bad, I'm like, damn, my parents might be right, man, I might not be nothing, I might not be able to accomplish nothing. And so if you don't have that support system, and you're not supporting people, and you always kind of downing people, being negative, then that could drain on somebody's mental, and now they start believing that stuff, like, yeah, I can't be nothing, I can't do better, I'm, this all I can do, I can't, and so now they start believing that, and now if you don't have they don't have a strong enough personality, now they depressed, now they using drugs, now they going through all this stuff, and now it's a rabbit hole because of someone, instead of trying to uplift them and support them, they tell them how they can't do nothing. So that's why I always say, man, if I can do anything to support you and try to help uplift you and bring positivity into your life, that's what I'm going to try to do, man. Because, like I say, if nobody else rooting for you, I'm rooting for you. Because it ain't that many people out here trying to support other people. They always trying to find the negatives, and they trying to find reasons to bring other people down. Even like rich people, like I say sometimes, like people like, oh, he ain't got that much money, he broke now. It's like, okay, so making six figures is broke. You know what I mean? Like, they could be just making six figures instead of $1 million a year now. So now they broke, and so people, he broke now because he ain't making money like he used to. Like, I get that, but broke is all. So what are you then? If they broke and you ain't making nowhere near the six figures, what's you? So, stuff like that, man. Just stop criticizing people, man. Just spread love and positivity. What's so hard about that? I don't get it. That's what I do because I'm trying to be happy, and I want to, spread as much. I want people to bring positivity back my way. But, man, I guess some people just don't like it, man. But y'all be great, man. It's one love.